Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling today? Happy Wednesday. Happy winning Wednesday. Yo, I hope somebody came to win today. I hope somebody came to win today, yo. What's up, yo? I hope somebody feeling good today. Man, listen, if I get one more message asking me, can you get a MacBook? Yo, chill, yo. Chill, yo. You had to have been there. Sometimes to get your blessings, you got to be in the room, yo. Sometimes you got to put yourself in the room to get the blessing, yo. Y'all trip me out, but what's up, man? How y'all feeling, yo? Hey, Breezy out for real, yo. I got like, yo, I got like 50 messages, yo. Like, no lie, yo. It's crazy, yo. It's off the chain, yo. But you know what? I still love you. Yo. DC Food, stop playing. What's up with y'all? Yo, y'all gonna want to get y'all popcorn for the night. Y'all know that Wednesdays is all about winning. It's all about personal growth. And y'all know how we say all the time, it's power in your story. It's purpose in your pain. Regardless of what you've been through. Yo, I've been working on this story, no lie, for like a year. Because you know how it is, like when you're not ready to tell your story or you still like working on yourself. So you like, you know what, let me get myself together. This been like a year in the making. And I am so proud of the person that I'm about to bring on to tell their story. When I tell y'all, yo, just be ready, yo. Just be ready. Let me speak to my people real quick. That we about to get this thing popping, yo. Kels, is that you at the top, shorty? Raquel, is that you at the top of the list? What's up, baby? How you doing, yo? Hey, yo, breathing that fresh air, yo. Breathing that. Yes, Nisi Pooh. My pain is my purpose. You got and tonight, this about to be a perfect example of that. I promise you, yo. Yeah, hey, Finn. What's up, Finn? Bite all your nails off because this is about to be good. What's up, Tanner? How you feeling, yo? Good to see you. What's up, Breezy? Good to see you, Breeze. Chaos Smoothies. What's up, Chaos Smoothies? How you doing? Hey, my, y'all see my mother in here. Yo, what's up, yo? Jim of the Dilemma. Yo, what's up? Nisi Pooh, Finn. Y'all, I saw my girl Asita this weekend, y'all. Shout out to everybody that showed up Saturday. We had a ball. Even though the Wi-Fi was acting a little crazy, so I really couldn't go in on my music the way that I wanted to. Like, yo, we still had a good time, yo, and I appreciate y'all. Hey, Asita, I'm blessed, yo. Hey, Big 16, you know who it is? You probably do know who it is, Big 16, because we've been working on this story for a while. Watch. Y'all about to flip when y'all see, yo. Kamaya, what's up, Kamaya? How you feeling, yo? Good to see you, yo. Coach Johnson, what's up, Coach Johnson? How you doing, yo? Destiny, what's up, Destiny? Good to see you. Hey, Chaos Smoothie, stop playing, yo. Never that. Yo, Breezy, the devil was definitely playing. What's up, Big 16? Yo, hey, Fatima, what's up? All right, y'all. I'm about to get my special guest on here. Yes, Breezy, be excited, yo, because this is about to be a great conversation. What's up, Donovan? Yo, I'm going to stop talking right here. I'm about to get my guest on here, blow y'all mind real quick.
Hello. Hey, everybody.
Asia! What's up?
Nothing.
How you doing?
I'm a little bit nervous.
I know. But you know what? The fact that you still say yes and what you told me last week really touched me when you was like, I just want to help somebody else. If my story can help somebody else, then I'm going to tell it whether I'm scared or not. And like that right there to me was everything.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta break out your shell. It's time to grow. I
I
mean,
know that's
you
right.
can't keep complaining and you ain't doing nothing about it. So What you say? No broke bum energy.
Come
So
on now, you already
yeah,
know. And yo,
like
it's crazy because most people that know your name, like they really like this is about to be their first time really getting to like talk to you and know your story. So I'm just super excited to just give you the floor and let you talk, let you tell your story, and then we could just go and get into it afterwards. Is that all right with you?
yeah.
All right, go ahead. I'm gonna give you the whole thing.
Okay, so um everything changed like I want to say when I turned 4. So my father passed when I was 4, and it's just like it just it was like the end, cuz I mean like that was really my best friend. Like we did everything together. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, like, and I don't mean no harm, but like I probably was more closer to him than than my mother. And that's kind of crazy, but yeah. So then after that, like my mother, it messed her up. It messed everybody up. So I wound up having to move with my grandmother. And like when I moved with my grandmother, it just was like stuff got worse because like I'm not my father gone. I ain't with my mother. It's alright. My father gone. I ain't with my mother, and then it's like in school was really the worst because like mother and daughter dances and the father and daughter dances. Like I remember it was like we had assemblies and like you know the certificates and stuff like if you the people who like if you have the highest math score or the highest science score or something like that, you'll get like a certificate and they have like assemblies and everything. So like I mean I had support but it wasn't the support that I wanted. So that played a part in my life. Like it caused instead of like suicide and all that, it caused like anger. So like I noticed that like at first I was just crying and all that. Like from 7 years old, which was second grade to till now. I was like I had to go to school with an obituary, with my father obituary. And I used to like just cry in class. Like and it'd be so bad because the teacher had to like take me out of class and all that. And then it's just like I just I just like my whole day would be like messed up. Like I remember like one time one time we was in class and all that. And it's just I was doing my work. The next thing you know, I just start thinking about my father and all that. And then like I just burst into tears. Like I always, it's just I needed him with me. Like even though we had ashes and all that, I mean like I didn't have him. I didn't have a chain at the moment. So all I had was the obituary. So I just bring the obituary with me and I cry. Then stuff got worse because like I was getting bullied in school and all that. Like this boy, I'll never forget him. Like I will never forget him. And I don't feel bad for anything that I did. Because you don't know what somebody going through. You don't do that. Like nobody deserves to be bullied. You don't do that. And you a man. You how you call yourself a man? You gonna sit right there and bully a female? I don't have no respect for that. I'm sorry for getting upset, but it just bothers me when I think about it. Like he really had the nerve and audacity to sit right there and to take the chairs, take the tennis balls off of the chairs, and like, cause back then we had them we had the metal little chairs, the metal chairs, and it was blue on the back, and they had tennis balls at the end. So the boy gonna take them off and just threw them at me and all that. I'm talking about throwing, smacking me in my face and all that. So like I remember this was that last situation where I just I couldn't take it no more. So he just he kept throwing the tennis balls at me and all that. And I got tired. So I remember it's not funny, but I remember we was ready to line up and the day was ready to be over. So he was lining up and the teacher had said and told everybody get in the line. We was leaving out the classroom. And then next thing you know, she was counting us and everything. So then the boy sat there and he did something. And next thing you know, I just sat and just went off and just started fighting him. Like I had him on the wall and all that. I knocked his glasses off. And like I didn't feel bad because like you know what you was doing. And I'm the type of person even now, even to this day, and I always been like that. I would let stuff ball up. I'm not the type of person to talk like I'm shy. I keep everything in the side. And then you'll know when I'm going through something because all you see is anger. Like when I get mad, that's why now I try so hard not to get mad. Because like it's like I'll be blacking out. So then after that, the bullying and stuff like that, it was after the bullying, then something happened to me. Something happened to me when I was 10. I was 9, just turning 10. And I came down here and my mother was ready to get incarcerated. We came down here for the summer back to Baltimore for the summer to see my mother and all that. So it was my sisters, my brother, me. I don't know if my grandmother was there, but it was us. And like we came down here and all that. And we were spending the last summer with mommy before she went away for the 7.5 years. So then we had went and we wound up coming down here and spending the summer with mommy. And like it was a particular day I had said, and I asked my mother, can I go to the park? And I'll never forget this day. I had on a purple dress. I could tell you everything I had on. I could tell you everything about that day, hair to the outfit. Like, yes. I had a purple dress on. And it wasn't a summer dress, but it was like a, it was like, it was classy, but it was still cute. So I had my hair done. What I had in my hair? I think I had a nice little ponytail, whatever. No, I had some braids. I had a braided ponytail. Yup, because my sister just did my hair. I had a braided ponytail, and then I had I had that purple dress on. So I asked mother, "Can I go to the park?" We were staying up Oswego, and people if you know about Park Heights and all that, Oswego Park, Oswego, the neighborhood and all that, the block, and it's a park. We used to stay literally right across the street from the park, so that's why my mother let me. And plus, she knew everybody in the hood, so I was good. Well, I thought I was good because I wasn't. And I wound up, long story short, I wound up going to the park, whatever. And I never forget, I was walking through the park, and I had saw these boys or whatever. And it was a church. So they was sitting right there, and they was like, what did they say? Because I want to make sure I exactly say what they said. They said, they caught me over there, whatever. And then, yeah, because they was saying it was a church and it was a basement. So they called me over there or whatever, and they was like on like it was stairs, and they was like downstairs, like because the church door was like you walk down the stairs, and then the church is on the side, well the back door, because it was like I think it was like 3 floors or whatever. But I never went inside the church. So they wound up convincing me. I'll never forget. It was 5 boys, and they wound up convincing me to like come over there with them. And I was just turning 10 and all that. And I'm sorry, like, I'm stuttering and all that. I'm having a hard time, like, telling it out because, like, I don't really like talking about stuff like this. But, like, it's time for y'all to know. So like they convinced me to come over there, whatever. And then like they was like, oh, if you don't do this, you don't do that, then you're not gonna be able to leave. So like I ain't I ain't know what else to do. Like I felt hopeless. Like I felt hopeless because like it's five of them, it's one of me. I'm talking about I'm 10. These boys is from the age range from 12 to 15. So you got like three people standing in front of the like blocking the entrance. Then you got like people. It was because it was one boy. Well, it wasn't one boy, but this one particular boy, he was forcing me to get him oral sex and all that. And then this other boy, like he tried to sit and and like I never forget, like I just sat there and I felt hopeless. Like I'm like I don't like I just want to go home. Like I'm not with this. I just came over here to park, put like play. I'm not with this. Like I just really want to go home. I'm a child. I don't know nothing about sex, none of that. That's why the next part y'all really won't understand. So then like I'll let him or whatever, but like he said, and the boy said, and I'll never forget after the end, like when he was done and all that, he gonna say, they asked and he was like, where the condom at? This boy that's what I'm saying. This is the part that makes me mad because that is so dangerous when I think about it now. Like I had to try to get the condom out, like, and then like even dealing with the situation at itself. Like I just felt like hopeless. Like for one, y'all kids, y'all think that's okay to do that to people? Like what you can't get a female that wants you? Like who does that? I'm sorry. Like who does that? And then like after it was done, I just left and I was crying. I left crying home and all that. So this is the part that really makes me mad. And to this day, I would never forgive her. And yes, like I don't care. God, please forgive me. But I will never forgive my sister for this. So I went home and I told my mother and all that. And I told my sister. They told me to go point them out and all that. I point them out and take them. I point them out and all that. So they take that my sister, yeah, because my sister had went with me. She had brought us back to the house to try to figure out what was going on. We were sitting on the front porch. This man going, dumb people going to sit right there and lie and try to make it seem as if I was a freak and I just wanted to have sex with these boys and all that. Mind you, the day that it happened, I had just turned 10, literally. I'm not like, I ain't going to sit right here and lie about no stuff like that. Like, it just makes me mad. And then you're my own sister. For you to sit right there and lie and believe them and then tell my mother, oh, she lying. You only saying that because, like, I ain't even gonna say all that, but like she said it for a reason. And the reason that she said it was that was some hate and stuff. And you don't do that to nobody. Nobody, I wouldn't make up nothing like that. And for one, like you see, I'm crying. I'm not no actress. Nobody pays me to act. I never was in that when I was a child. Like, still, it's the principle. You don't do that because when somebody, be glad that somebody tells you something because when they tell you, you need to listen. When people, that's what people got stuff messed up at. When you don't listen, when somebody's calling out for help and telling you, did this happen? You think that they lying and all this. When something happens again, they're not gonna tell you. They probably won't tell nobody. And that's how I was, like till now. And you don't do that. You don't do that. But that's how I be. Or they act that we will act a different way. And my way, it wound up all the pain that I've been through in that situation, own family line and all that, sat right there and believe these people. You don't know these people. You don't know these people from Adam and Eve. You're gonna believe them instead of your own sister. Like you don't do that. You don't do that. That's why I don't mess with her or nothing. I said, and even after the situation, growing up, I tried to deal with her. Like, no, I just can't deal with her. It's a different story. So when she told my mother that, I got a whooping for that. And like that right there, for me getting a beating, for me telling the truth, telling you that something happened to me and you ain't do nothing, like you gonna call me a liar about something like that, that messed me up. So it turned to anger. Now I'm being promiscuous. Now I'm trying to have sex and all this and stuff like that. Like that situation, like I'm gonna just say it like this. Since that situation had happened, it made me, I was 11. I wound up being 11, watching porn at 11, all that. I'll never forget this. My grandmother came right in there and I was on my phone. She had just bought me a phone. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Like, how could you trust after that? But I still did. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't mess with her because she just take advantage of people's kindness. Like, but like I was saying, I was on the phone and I was laying down and all that. And I wound up falling asleep. And my grandmother wound up coming in there and she had caught me and she took my phone. She was so heartbreaking about it. But then after that, I wound up like doing I wound up being fast. Like I lost all respect for myself. I lost all respect. I ain't gonna say every single thing that I probably had did because I'm still gonna be mindful. It is children on here, but it caused me to be very sexual, and like I did a lot of stuff, and like at first I never forget like. Everybody used to ask me. My grandmother was so heartbreaking. They said, "Why are you doing stuff like that? Like, you gotta respect yourself. You don't respect yourself." And I was in therapy and all that. Never really told them what was going on. Like, never really, I never really was the type to like tell them. I wasn't telling them everything. Like, I would just tell them some stuff that I wanted to. I wasn't like comfortable. Like I said, I'm the type that'll like hold stuff in. When I feel like I want people to know, I'll tell you because I feel like just now. That's why I'm doing it because I was coming to a breaking point where I'm really about to like have a breakdown. So like I wound up getting in trouble and then after that it just was like I noticed I was like in the boys and men very heavy. Like I was down, I was degrading myself. Let's just say that. So then then it started with the homicide and all that. And I was 11, from 11 to 15, in and out of mental health hospitals. And I was in there for homicide. I wasn't in there, yeah, I was in there for homicide. Like, I wasn't in there for like suicide, nothing. Like, I was so angry. Like, the first time I came in there, and then like sometimes I didn't even think that I should be in there. I'm just gonna keep it a stat because she sent me in there because I was fighting. But some stuff, like I remember one time, and this ain't nothing to brag about, but one time I wound up like it was a situation that happened, and I wound up planning a plan to harm my grandmother, and I ain't mean it or nothing. Like I really didn't, and I apologized to her and all that, and I asked God to forgive me because I mean like I didn't know who I was at that time, but I was like, and long story short, I was in and out of mental health hospital for aggression and all that, and like it just got bad. And then I remember the last time I think it took me, yeah, that last time I wound up, they kept me in there longer because like At first, I thought it was a game. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be as blunt as I can. I really thought it was a game. Like I'll sit there and I'll be like, I'm noticing these people. All I have to say is this, and I'm coming home. Oh, y'all stupid. I'm gonna keep saying the same thing, and I'm coming straight home. Like, and then I wound up sitting right there. The last time, like, it wasn't even about the time. It was about like, you know, I, I, like I'm getting. It was just getting played out. Like I didn't. It wasn't getting played. Just not just that. I just didn't want to live that lifestyle. Like I didn't mean no harm. I'm not trying to harm nobody. I'm just misunderstood. Like that's all I was really trying. Was really really trying to say. It just was really hard to say. So after the last time, which was I turned when I was 15, I wound up going to. I wound up telling because I got tired of being in Chicago and the problems in Chicago, family problems, like family. I wound up, my aunt wound up pressing charges on me and all that. I think I was like, what, 13 or 14. But she wound up pressing charges on me because I told her no. I put my hands on her because she you're not gonna keep I didn't think that that was discipline. Like you don't say and no, you don't do that. I didn't think what she did was discipline. So I sat right there and I was fighting her back and all that. And I didn't think that what she did was discipline. So I did that, and she wound up telling them people that she wanted me to sit in the precinct for what? She told me she wanted to sit, wanted them to send me, tell me sit in the precinct for hours and all that. And I was mad. Like you don't do that. And like she did it 2 times and all that, and it was just I was just mad. So I ain't gonna lie. That second time I was in there, cause I was probably like what 13, 13 or 14. I ain't like it no more. So I just like I stopped like I cleaned up a little bit, my ex a little bit. So after that last time and all that, like I wound up and then like it just was too much stuff going on in the house. Like it was just too many problems. Like I felt like I was getting bullied. I really did. Like it was like, and then like people got mad because I was defending my niece. You're not going to sit there and put your hands on her. You know, I don't care. Like period. Like no. Then let me not skip before I said. Let me tell this part before that. Mind you, in the middle of between the ages of 11 and 15, 14, my sister, my mother's first child, passed away. I went, oh. So I never forget this day because I feel bad. Like, I really do feel bad because I said, and I did something. I was beefing with this girl, and yeah, I was beefing with this girl, and I wound up like taking her phone and all that because she did something. I forgot what she did. And I never forget, we got a phone call because all that week we was already like getting, my sister was in the hospital and we was informed that like she was sick. My sister was, they said she was walking back and forth. She kept talking about she was hot and cold. And then next thing you know, like they take her to the hospital or whatever. So then then they I'm just gonna say it. When they call her and all that, they called my grandmother and I was sitting in my grandmother's room. We was watching TV, we was watching Boomerang, we was watching Samurai Jack. I will never forget that. 'Cause that's all we used to watch. And they had just called us before and they was like something about they was ready is they gave us two other options. They gave us options and they was like you should do give you should surgery or something else. She has to get surgery or something else, and she gets surgery, then she'll be able to make it. That's what they were trying to say, knowing that they did. So we sat there and then we hung up the phone. It was like, okay, we gave him our answer and all this. My grandmother gave him the answer and all that. So then that's when we had sat and um when we gave them the answer, they had called us back and they was like, we're sorry. Well, I didn't know what they said, but all I see, they said surgery. They had to give her surgery. I know that because we sued them because they lied and said that if they gave her surgery, that this surgery, if they did something, I don't know the specific words, but they said if they gave her surgery, that she would sit and be able to make it. Like, because they didn't, like, first, they didn't even know what she had. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is what makes me mad. How y'all hospital, y'all don't know what she had. Y'all giving out false information. That's why y'all was sued. Like, y'all gonna say, I'm sorry for the noise in the back. That's outside. But they sat right there and they gonna call us and say, tell my grandmother, oh, we're sorry, but your daughter has went into cardiac arrest. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, cardiac arrest. So, when they said that, I just was like, I was really like messed up because mommy in jail and all that, and Dee was like really our big sister, like the mother or whatever, and like for her to just really be dead, like that's petty. Like Dee was really our mother. Like I'll never forget when mommy was in jail. D D came, she took us shopping and all that. And back then I used to be scared of the escalators and all that. And D had just bought us some Jordans, bought me some Jordans, and Deshaun, our best friend, was with us. And we wound up going to the mall and we got some Jordans. I dropped my Jordans down and all that because I was scared and I was holding on to her because I was scared. And she was like, you don't gotta be scared, you gonna be alright. Like, then I remember that, like, we used to go, we used to, like, I ain't really gonna talk all about that too much because I'm about to get emotional. I ain't even gonna lie. But when D died, everything was just messed up. Like, that was really all. That was my best friend. Like, mommy already gone. And it's like, D was really our mother. D was the leader. D was the protector. Like, so daddy gone, mommy in jail, sister gone. Like, all I got left was my grandmother and my brother. And I had other family members, but I ain't really close to them. I mean, I could be, but I have my own reasons. So I said, and after that, like, I wound up I wound up being moved to Baltimore and I was 15. Now this was stuff get real. Really grab your popcorn and tea. I wound up turning 15 and all that. And I moved down here and like, yeah, I came far. I moved down here and like I just wound up getting in trouble and all that. Like, I wound up getting in trouble and all that. And I wound up like school, having problems in school. Like I wound up getting kicked out of Woodlawn, and I got kicked out because I came back to school. It was an incident, and this boy, he said, well, it wasn't. He did say this. He made it seem like he was a friend, and he wound up bringing like drama to my house, and I felt disrespected, and like I wound up stabbing him and all that. And well, I wound up fighting him first, and then I stabbed him. And then after that, after that, he had sat and went to the girl house. When he went to the girl house, he had sat and I had left out my house. I locked my door and all that. I was walking. When I went around back, I left out the back door, and the girl stayed what, like, cause we was staying up Water Circle. We was staying in Holly Court. I think she stayed at Maple. She stayed like 2-3 courts from me. So I come from the back and I got two big knives in my hands and all that. And like I'm just sitting right there. I walk to the house and I'm like, where she at? Where he at? Where he at? And all that. And like I'm trying to figure out where he at. So somebody had called the police. So I hear the police call. I hear the sirens and all that. I'm trying to come back to my house and all that. So next thing you know, I'm running back to the house. Police car just straight cut me off. So he gonna cut me off and all that. And I took that boy phone too. I was like, you ain't getting your phone. You're not getting nothing because he didn't understand. I could have got kicked out. And I was already on the urge of getting kicked out for you. I was staying with my brother and my stepbrother. And my brother allowed you to stay there, but my stepbrother was mad because he didn't like that. Whether he was sleeping in the same room with me or what, but you don't do that. You risking where I lay my head and all that. Like I just blacked out. So I came back, and then when I had sat and I was trying to run back to the house, the police car cut me off, and this was like what? Yeah, this was before I was like literally 5 houses from my house because my house was on the corner. I was in 21 and I was on the other corner. So then the man gonna sit right there. He was asking what's going on. So I'm just explaining what's going on. He think it's funny in the game. And then before that, his face looked familiar. He looked at like, and I asked him, I said, do you know my mother? He gonna say, who's your mother? I told him my mother name and all that. He gonna say, yeah, I know your mother. I know your mother from and he said one of our houses and all that. So that made me mad right there. Like that was a trigger. Like y'all the police that arrested my mother. Like that's crazy. But then he had said right there, and when he got done, when I was done telling him the situation, he was like, he was like, well, this is what I'm going to do. Where's your guardian? I said, I don't know my brother at, but I can call him. So my brother, this was a miracle, whatever. Like I don't know if he felt something was going wrong or what. I was ready to call my brother. My brother was turning the corner and all that. So I was like, here go my brother right here. Here go my brother right here. And they asked me, they asked me, it was like, can you sign this paper so we can release her to you and all that? And then that's when he gonna sit. And then the officer was like, where's his phone? Do you have his phone? Because he wound up telling him that I had his phone. I was like, yes, I have his phone. I'm not giving y'all nothing. So then he gonna sit right there and um, he was like, he gonna say, look, you either give me the phone or you get arrested. Straight like that. Like, he wasn't playing me or nothing. I was like, you know what? Because it was a cracked up iPhone anyway. I ain't ready to go to jail for no phone. So I just gave him the phone and all that, and I just didn't care. So after that, I wound up going to the house, and my brother was mad, and I wound up getting fussed out and all that. So I went back to school, and I wound up getting into it with somebody at the school, whatever. And the boy going to sit here, and I forgot what he said, and I was like, shut the F up before I do what I did. I do the same way I did that boy. And then that's when he gonna sit and tell the principal and all that. And then they wound up calling my brother and was like, she can't be here no more. Mind you, I was already getting in trouble in that school already. Like I was already I was getting suspended a lot, like all that. And then they wound up they wound up giving me a break out of school and stuff. Like I couldn't return back to school till I think it was a meeting or something. Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't turn back to school to the meet. So they called my brother and all that. And then like he came and got me and I was mad and stuff because I knew I was ready to get a whooping. So um I wound up sitting right there and then on the way home, like I ain't gonna tell all that part, but yeah, just stuff went down because of my behaviors. So after that, like I wound up still getting in trouble, still having behavior problems. Like it was to the point where my family was ready to give up, and they did. So my brother wound up kicking me out and all that, and like making me fend for myself, and like he kicked me out, and then like he going when he kicked me out, I like I was hopeless. But before he kicked me out, I was like running away and all that. And hold on, my computer ready died. Um, I'm sorry. But I'm sorry, Miss Jones. But I wound up running away and all that. And like I was running away for like stupid reasons. Like I'm gonna be honest. I was running away because like I couldn't I couldn't get my way. Like he wouldn't let me go outside. So I be thinking I'm grown and I just be like, I'm packing my stuff, I'm gone. And then I already had a couple friends or whatever. So like I just left. So due to all the behavior problems and all that. And like now I'm just about thinking of it like I don't blame him because he ain't wrong. Like if I did the same if somebody did that to me like he didn't have to take me from Chicago and make sure like give me a new start. He didn't have to do that, and I took advantage. So I wound up sitting there, and he kicked me out, and I had to fend for myself. So it was my 16th birthday, and I'll never forget. I had sat, and me and my ex best friend, we had sat, and we took some bus to go to the 31 and we got off the 31 and we walked to his aunt house. And I went there to like try to get some money and stuff and then tell him it was my birthday. Like also tell him it was my birthday. So I wound up, I went there, we went there and it was a fail. Because he said, and he opened the door, he was like, happy birthday, what you doing here? And then he was like, you know you can't be here. And then sign, slam the door in my face. So I'm like, you really gonna slam the door in my face? And like, it's my birthday. I don't have nowhere to go. Mind you, like, you know you kicked me out. I'm still a minor. Like, you're the only family member that's here. Everybody else, I don't know where they at. Like I had a sister down here, but I don't know where she at. And I don't, like I said, I don't talk to her. So then when he did that, me and Malachi had left. And when we had left or whatever, then next thing you know, like I was just like, you know what, I'm just tired. And I refused to like, cause I'm it's in my blood. I'm a hustler. I refuse to be going. I just refuse to like not have nothing and just be laying on them benches and just like you know. So I just had to do what I had to do, and I was like, I was forced into selling myself, and Malachi was there with me, or my ex best friend was there with me, and all that through everything. Like he was really real at the time. He was telling them, "Look, if I can't be there, she ain't doing it." Like, and I ain't gonna lie, it's been times I was scared. The worst situation was when this man pimped me and took me to DC and all that. And like he thought he was gonna get over on me. He was like, this is what you do. And he had his homeboy too. He had somebody else with him too. I'll never forget. We was on the strip, and it was right there by the 7-Eleven. He was like, "Get out the car." He made me have on. I had on a bodysuit, and it was like short. It was like it was short. It was cute. And then he was like, walk down the street and try to get me some money. So he was like, every dollar that you get, you bring it back to me and all this. So I was like, okay. So then next thing you know, I said, and I had got a date with him. And then I had said, and I came back to him and I gave him the money. And then after them other dates, I said, and I know after that I walked down farther so he wouldn't see me. They wouldn't see me. So I was getting dates and all that, and I kept all my money. I told him, I said, um, it's nothing going on out here, and like I feel like we need to go back to Baltimore because it's nothing shaking. Yeah. So we went down back to Baltimore. I never forget. He had me downtown with him strip club, and I had said, and I had he told me get out the car. Same thing, making some money. And I left out the car, and then that's when I walked down the street, normal and calm and all that. Then as soon as I got to that corner, I bent that corner and I took flight. And that was all she wanted. I found the closest bus, the first bus I saw that came. I just jumped right on there, and the first bus was there. So I had sat in the car, my homeboy. I was like, "Yo, I'm in trouble. I need you. Like, I don't have nowhere to go." And all that. But of course, he wasn't looking for either because he was sad, and he was like, well, he didn't say it on the phone, but when I came there, he was like, "You gonna have to have sex with me for that to be able to be here or something. You have to give me something. You don't have no money. You don't have nothing. I'm not giving you money." So I did what I did, and then like after that, the next morning I left. Then I I had wound up sitting. After that, it just was a lot of stuff. That whole situation, like that prostitution situation, I had to do that for like 2 years. I wound up meeting somebody. And he wound up introducing me. Well, yeah, I wound up meeting him. And he introduced me to somebody and all that. And they put me in a position where I was making money. And I ain't had to do stuff like that. But I thought that that was good and all that because I didn't have to sell my body, but it wasn't. I was actually risking my freedom. So I was out there like consistent every day, like really giving it my all. Like I don't got nothing else. Like I'll be dang if I sit and I just go back and have to do that and then sit and then so like I was doing that or whatever, but then still I was still having some old ways. Like I'll be honest, I was still having like old habits where I didn't have respect. Like I would do stuff and summon up and all that for like extra bread. Like I just didn't have no respect, no morals, no principles. And so I had said, and then after that, I wound up getting in trouble and I got on house arrest. And when I got on house arrest, I was staying with my cousin. The first time when I got on house arrest, I was staying with this boy that I was talking to, his mother and his sister. Then after that, they didn't want me staying with them because I did something. I forgot what I did. I did something, but I wound up staying with my cousin and all that. And she was supposed to be a family member, but she wound up having me. Well, not having me because I ain't do it, but she tried to get me to prostitute. And like I was staying with her, and her boyfriend was just so disrespectful. Like this one day, he got out the shower. He had just got out the shower and he was in the towel. She told me to go to him to say something to him to try to. I don't know what I had to tell him, but I had to tell him something. I go to him and leave out the room. This man going to drop his towel and just do like this. I sat and told her, I was like, you're not gonna say nothing. Like he just said, and just straight just flashed himself in front of me. You know I'm 16. You ain't gonna say nothing. Like this supposed to be your fiance. Like who does that? Like he didn't do nothing. She didn't do nothing. So then I had a doctor's. No, I had to see my therapist the next day. I saw my therapist, and I wound up talking too much, and I was telling her what was going on. And then, like, when I had told my therapist what was going on, she said, and now I get that it's help, but I didn't think that was help. Like, now this is why I don't mind talking to therapists, but I didn't want to for a minute because they took me away. Like I was put into a diagnosis center and all that. And then like my brother lied and he was like he said he was going to have me in there for a couple days. He said he was going to have me in there for like a certain time. Yeah, because I was in there from May 21st and I had court June 16th. This man gonna sit right there and tell him he said all till then I'm going to court. I'm going to come. You coming home. Court come. You tell my social worker, oh, I'm not going to court. She faking. She sitting here lying. She gonna come back home and smoke weed and she just gonna sit here and she just fooling him. You did all that and put on the front for nothing. And then now I'm sitting here for, now I got to do the whole time, which was 90 days. So then I said, and I was in there for 90 days. And I ain't going to lie, I really do thank them and all that because, like, that's where I learned my self respect. That's where I learned a lot of stuff. Like, that's where I grew a little bit too. Like, I was in there and like I ain't gonna lie. At first, I was faking trying to come home. Like I was doing what I was supposed to do to try to come home. But then after when I knew that I wasn't coming home June 16th, June 16th, I said and I just had a breakdown. I was kicking them walls, putting holes in the walls, all that. Like they wound up calling my probation officer. They kept calling her and all that. They wound up telling her they was like, if she keeps up these behaviors, y'all going to have to, yeah, like y'all, she's gonna wind up being, we're gonna press charges. Like then I just didn't care. Wound up getting in fights. I got in about 3 fights there. All of them, like all three of the girls press charges on me. I'm just blessed and all that because like, and still to this day, I don't get. They wind up. I wind up. I guess I wind up because after the last time I got in trouble, the lady was like, "Look," because my probation officer came and she sat down with me. She was like, "Look, you do one more thing, we're going to take you out of here, and that's just that. And then you're with DJS and all this, and then like no, like DJS when you in the system, they don't play, especially when you're on house arrest. They don't play. Like you do one thing, you're done. Like, and it's just like I don't know. Maybe it was God like just trying to keep giving me like a chance and all that. So I wound up listening to her, and after that, like, I wound up doing what I have to do, like till it was time for me to go home. But I did still have like a couple outbreaks and all that. Like I was ready to get in a fight and stuff, and like I was being disrespectful. But I wound up, I wound up like talking to a stat. I wound up learning coping skills and like using them. Like at first, when I came in there, I wasn't doing nothing. I get mad, I just do what I want. Now, when I'm mad, I go back in my room. I go in there and I journal. I asked one of the staff. I said, "Excuse me, knock on my door because I can't just walk out." I go ask them. I said, can I please somebody take me to for a walk? And somebody take me to the gym. Like I like to play basketball. That's a coping skill for me. Like when I'm on the court, I just all my stress is gone. I just think about like I just think about positive. I think about my father. I just think about people who makes me happy. So like I wound up using my coping skills and I wound up being able to get discharged. And it was August 23rd, I wound up getting discharged. And the week before I got discharged, I was told that my mother was afraid to come home. So then when I got discharged, everything was alright or whatever. But it was alright for like the first 2 weeks. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was doing good. I had stopped smoking, like I wasn't smoking. Then some stuff had happened. And then it's just like, here you go. We just all over. Like, so I just, yeah, I started back being in the streets, being outside, smoking, and stuff like that. Mind you, I did spend my 17th birthday in there too. I got a day pass. So I'm 17 now. And like, I think I'm grown and all that. Mother ready to come home. And I'm saying to myself, even though she ready to come home, she don't mind nothing. You ain't been here. You was in jail. Like, and it wasn't her fault. And I ain't blaming her. But that's what I was saying. Like, I'm gonna do what I want. She ain't gonna come right here and dictate nothing. Like, I'm gonna do what I want, and I don't care. So I said, and my mother had came home September 6th. Me and Rob and my nephew had said we had said and drove all the way to Virginia to get her. I was so happy. Like that was the best day of my life. I was happy. Like I was court and all that. I was like I got my girl back, and like I just felt like maybe stuff might change. Like maybe I got what I wanted. That's what I was missing. I was a part of. I was missing. Maybe stuff might get better. Well, it didn't. I still was acting out and all that. Like I don't know. I still was like some people like I ain't gonna make no excuse. Now it just was like I'm just doing it because I want to do it. Like I don't care. I didn't care about my life. I didn't care about nothing. Like I'm just doing it because I want to do it. So I said, and I was just in the streets and all that. Then when I had came home, I was going to Douglas because I wasn't in school. So I was my social worker helped me get in Douglas and all that. And then when I was there, I was just bad. Like I wound up getting expelled from there. I sat and got in a fight with this boy. Wound up cutting my wrist because me and him, I'm trying to get to him because he want to keep being disrespectful and all that. And I don't like when people sit and well, I didn't like when people sit and try to put on a persona as if they like that and they not. So I said, and like I said, and I got up because he called me on my name, and like he just was showing off for the class. I got up and I tried to get to him, and then next thing you know, because the teacher was right there, she was in the doorway and he was on the other side. I swung over the teacher. He gonna hit. He swung back and I had then next thing you know, he said and going hit. He hit the door and I banged the door back and I cut my wrist. So I didn't cut my wrist like as bad as he did, so I didn't need no stitches. Then I had said, and after that I wound up getting suspended for 5 days. Then after that, it was this what is some people called one to ones? I think the people who be with another student, like a sister. So I was this lady, she was somebody wanted me. And I really didn't like her and I don't think that she liked me because the stuff that she was doing, like she just was very ignorant. She wound up at first she acted like she was cool, then she turned around and she was just stooping down to a child's level. Like it's no way you're one to one, but a child tell you to pick up soup or call me a bee. Like I said, and I ain't gonna lie, I was playing with the boy and all that, and I walked in the class and I said, and what I think I threw a piece of paper at him, but I was playing like that's how we play. He got serious and all that, and the lady said, and he got serious and he threw the trash can at me. So then the lady was like, no, he didn't throw the trash can. This was after. Before he threw the trash can, the lady was like, get that beat. Why that beat just do this? Something like that. She told him to pick up them cups of soup, somebody cup of soup that was on the desk, pick it up, throw it on me. It hit my face, all that. So I'm mad. I'm glad it wasn't hot, but it's the principle. People can have anything. It could somebody could have had HIV. Now I'm just no. You don't do that, yo. You don't do that. So I was mad, and I just try to go after that man. Like I went outside the classroom and it was me who threw the trash can. I went outside the classroom and I picked up that trash can and I threw it at him. So then next thing you know, they I'm trying to leave and they tell me to go back in the class. So I'm like, I need to talk to the assistant principal and all that because I was like, that was the one person who calmed me down in there. So I asked, can I talk to the assistant principal? And they was like, what they said? They was like, wait to the hallway, calm down, wait till everything calm down and clear. So I'm waiting and all that, and I'm playing in my head. I'm like, I'm gonna sit right here and act calm, and I'm not the fool. So then after the hall get calm and everything get calm, I sat and I walked. They talking about, well, wait, somebody need to walk with you. I straight walk fast and all that. Then when I get to that middle stairwell, I just straight just take flight. Like I went to uh I took flight, got down to the second floor, and I just went to his office. The next thing you know, when I went to that man's office, little do you know, they too stupid for their own good. They was right in there. Like I thought that was funny. So when I came in there, like I was not I was on go to them. Like I'm really gonna be honest. Like I'll never forget. Like I came right in there. I was like, so you gonna sit here and do this? You gonna sit here and do this? I'm stressing out. I picked that chair up and I threw it right at it. If that man wouldn't have caught that chair, that lady would be dead. And that's fast. I threw that chair like a fast baseball. Like, because she just made me so mad because like why would you tell him to do this? Before all of that, you've been doing stuff and it's like they don't nobody advocates for the kids. Like y'all think that we be lying. Nobody has time to lie on these people. Not me. I mean some people lie on adults, but I don't have time to lie. She know what she did. That's why they need to have cameras on them people and all that. Like she know what she did, so I got mad and I like did what I did. And then next thing you know, like the um the assistant principal tried to calm me down and everything. And like it just that they had to restrain me. And this is a long story. And then after that, they wound up sending me home. And then like I just after that, I just like I continued to keep getting in trouble. It was still the same thing. It didn't change. They wound up expelling me from that school. Then I had to go to like alternative school. And then after that, after that, I went there. I got in trouble again. Like I don't understand why did I do that because like that school was easy. Like that school was really easy. They was giving you childish work. Like, but I once again I really didn't care. Like I'm not gonna make no excuses. Like I didn't care. This was my life. I just wanted to do what I wanted to do. So I said, and I got in trouble there. And then after that, I wound up getting expelled from there. And then now I wound up. Now I'm in the GD program. That was the last option and stuff. I told him, I think I'm done with high school. It ain't no think I'm done with high school. This is not gonna work for me. I can't be in the same with a lot of people because it's just like it's either I can't focus or it's like I don't know. It's just like I just I'm steady. I noticed I'm steady having problems on around everybody. So when I got into the GD program, I noticed that I was doing much better. Like I wasn't playing or nothing. I was taking everything serious, and I really think it's because they gave me structure. Like they was like, oh, we're not gonna play all that other stuff. We don't tolerate none of that. Like no fighting or none of that. As soon as you do one thing, you gone. Like and they wasn't playing. So and then like we was also doing like job trades like carpentry. So I was going to school getting my education, but I was learning trades and I liked that. Like I liked that. I really did. So I wound up doing that. But then it all like everything messed up and I fell off when the pandemic happened. Like when the COVID happened and everything and we like couldn't go to school, I wound up was in the streets like y'all know, like I was, I'm supposed to be on work and I'm sitting here outside playing. Like I'm gonna be honest, I'm saying got the camera off, microphone off, and I'm outside. Like I didn't care. I really didn't care. My mind was focused on this. It wasn't focused on bettering your life. It was focusing on get this money, get this fast money. You need to hurry up. You sitting here going through stuff. You're trying to get out your mother house, and then the person I was around and all that, like I wasn't around the right people. I thought that he cared and all that. Like it was get this money. I gave myself a whole. I said by next month I'm gonna be sitting here moving out my mother house, which I wasn't in my mother house. We was getting hotels every day and all that. But then when he got locked up, then that's when I bit the bullet and I try to, try to change my life around a little bit. I wound up going back to my mother house and all that. And I was going back to school. I was getting into like the program Heart Smiles and all that a little bit. I wasn't really like how I am now. But I was like trying to do a little bit better. But I fell off because a situation happened at my mother's house and I was getting in trouble and everything. And it's just like, you know, after that, I gave up. Like now I really gotta fend for myself. Like I'm an adult now. My mother don't have to do nothing for me. I'm grown. So if she say get out that house, that's what it is. She's not out to do nothing for me. I'm grown. I did what I did. I put myself in a situation. So now I gotta do what I have to do. Like, so I wind up getting a room. My mother wound up helping me find a room and all that. And like that didn't go well because I wound up like losing that. I was not paying him. I was sitting here in a relationship, which I still am, and we was getting over on that man because like he was a slumlord. He was a slumlord. And I didn't feel like I was going to pay him that extra money and you was just doing stuff you didn't have you wasn't supposed to do. So like I wound up losing that because it was a situation that happened and me and my boyfriend wound up getting into it and like he couldn't stay there no more and then they told me the landlord was like, if you allow him to come back here, you're going to be you cannot stay here either. He already informed me this, mind you, like I said, now I'm doing what I want to do. I still let him come and all that. Didn't think that nobody was going to tell or nothing. Like I thought I was sneaky. So next thing you know, I wound up, we wound up staying out that night because it was like one night we'll get a hotel, we'll save, and then the next night I'll sneak you in and all that, so we could save our money and all that, and we'll get a room the next day, have money for the next day, and then or save and have money towards like where we going next. So I wound up sitting there, and then like after that, we was at the room. I wound up getting a call, and the landlord was like, "You have to be gone by." He was like, "Where you at?" I was like, "I'm not home. I'm out." He was like, "You're going to have to be gone by the first. You cannot stay here no more." People was telling me that you still having that boy in there and this and the third. Like he was like, "You got to be gone." So I was like. I cursed him out. I was like, I didn't care. Like, I wasn't there anyway. Like, I don't care. And I lied to him and I told him, I said that this is not true. Wherever you got the information from, you need to take it back to him and tell them to mind their business. And you need to set up and pull up. Like, I was really leaning on him and all that. So after that, we was homeless for a little bit. We was staying at hotels every day and this, that, and the third. And like we was really in grind mode. Like we had to do what we had to do for to get that money and like, like for real.
Yo, we
Stuff.
gonna need a part two, yo. We gonna need a part two. Like, I wish we had more time. We completely over time. Like, can you believe you could talk for an hour?
No. But
It
that's
don't.
really
It don't even feel like it. Do it,
no. No.
yo, yo. You've been talking
I
for.
really changed though, just thinking about
You
that. I
have.
really did change. Like I came so far, like I never would see myself on this screen right now. Like literally.
Yo, what? I've been trying to get you on here for like a year, yo. Like, what?
Yes, like I said, I was bluffing in the beginning. Like,
The growth is real. We definitely need a part two. And Jazzy and Rabbit want to get on here, but we completely over time, y'all. Like if we wasn't already over time, y'all already know I would definitely get y'all on here. But Lord Riz, if you up for it, can we do part two with you next Wednesday? And Jazz and Rabbit can get on here because they got some stuff to say too. Like you really touched a lot of lives today, y'all. Like a whole lot.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Bet. Bet. All
Long
right.
as I can help somebody, I'm good. Like, I mean, that's helping me already. Just to save somebody else's life, like prevent some of these young girls to go through or do what I did. Like, yes, because it's
Exactly.
not worth it. It's really not.
Exactly. And I think y'all should probably connect too even before next Wednesday. So Lil Rich, can you drop your IG too? Yeah, Rabbit. I was just about to say that. Drop her IG so that y'all can connect.
Yeah, I'm doing it now.
All right. It's it's Laura underscore Reds, y'all. It's just like it is on her screen, except for underscore LOR underscore REDZ. So yes. Hey, I see the yes, y'all. But if you had to leave us with one jewel, and don't forget, put it on your calendar. Thank you, Rabbit, for putting that in the comments. Put that on your calendar next Wednesday, yo, same time, 6 o'clock. We're gonna start with you part two. But if you had to leave us with one jewel, like what would your jewel be considering all your growth that you've had?
Um, take life seriously. Like, don't think stuff is a game, and don't think that nothing gonna come to you, cause nothing free. Like you really gotta sit out here. You can't keep saying you want help, you want to better yourself, but you're not doing nothing. Like you gotta show actions. You gotta take in steps. Like nobody's gonna give you nothing. You gotta work for what you want. Like
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. This was so inspiring. It was just everything. And I just appreciate you for being brave enough and being strong enough to come on here and tell your story because I know that it was super hard for you and that you were super nervous, but you did great. You held it down for a whole hour by yourself.
thank you.
So thank you. I'll be seeing you, but definitely next week, part two.
Okay.
All right. Have a good night. I'll see you later, okay?
Okay. Thank
All
you.
right. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Y'all, didn't I tell y'all it was gonna be good? And y'all see her growth, y'all. Y'all, it, y'all, my ice box, my whole ice box. But we way over time, y'all. And you know we never go over time, but we had to go over time for that one. Jazzy and Rabbit, definitely connect with her. Please connect with her. And we're gonna get all three of y'all on here next week so that we can do the part two of this. But yo, y'all already know what I'm gonna say, yo. Go be productive. Go go be productive. Like for real, for real. Do y'all realize that we are now entering in to the last quarter of 2021? Like we are officially in the last quarter. It's no more quarters left. This is the last quarter. So if you don't make your moves now on what you want to do for 2021, you done. You late. You gotta start working on those goals, yo. You gotta start being productive and being intentional about being productive every single day. And y'all heard what Lil Red said. At a certain age, your mommy, your daddy, your whoever, they ain't got to do nothing for you. And some families are like that. You hit a certain age and that's it. You cut off. Now you got to fend for yourself. So if you come into spaces like this, then I already know that you want to do better and you want better. Now it's time for you to take some of the lessons that you learned and actually put them to work. Start working on those goals. And you ain't got to have no big crazy goals, yo. Start with some little small goals. That way you can start building a habit of getting your goals done and moving in the right direction. Stuff ain't about to happen overnight. You're not about to just be successful overnight. You got to put that work in. Hey, Rabbit said it's hard out here. I know, yo, it is for real hard out here. And yo, shout out to Rabbit, y'all. Show Rabbit all the love because Rabbit quit her job at McDonald's because she want more. Like, it's nothing wrong with having those minimum wage jobs like McDonald's and Burger King and all that stuff. if that's where you got to start. But that's not where you want to get comfortable. That's not where you want to stay. And Rabbit made an intentional decision to quit that McDonald's job, y'all. She threw in her visor. She took that visor. She threw in that visor and said, yo, I'm about to invest in me. I'm about to invest in my own growth. I'm about to make sure that I'm making myself valuable so that I can do more and start myself. Like, yo, Jazzy, Rabbit 18. Rabbit is 18, yo. She be 19 in November. But that's how it is. Go work on your goals. Go do what you got to do. Y'all already know tomorrow, Thriving Thursday, bring your big notepads because on that, hey, Jazzy, get with her. She got an application in already at Hopkins, but get with her because at this point, y'all, it's whatever going to come through first. So please get with her. Definitely. And thank you, Jazzy. Thank you. But bring y'all big notepad tomorrow because y'all know Thriving Thursday is leadership boot camp. So we're going to go all in for our leadership lesson tomorrow. All right. I'll see y'all later, though, y'all. I'm out of here, y'all. See y'all.